Why hello there, you beautiful virgins. It's time for a little story. Now I want you to picture this for a second. You're a dashing young 13-year-old in his prime, oozing with youthful spirit and completely sheltered to the harsh and immoral realities of the outside world. Everything is going great, up until the most recent few months of your newfound adolescenthood. That's when it happens. You start to develop these feelings, what should I call them, these urges. You try to ignore them at first, but they just keep getting stronger. You can't quite explain these urges, but they seem to come about whenever you start to think about boys. Whenever you start to think about girls. You manage to preserve your dignity for a short while, but the urges soon begin to consume your mental stability and overall sense of well-being. Then one fateful day, you just can't take it anymore and decide to do something about it. You're not quite sure why you're developing these feelings, but you seem to have an idea of where they're coming from. So you reach into your pants and take hold of your genital equipment. You begin to caress back and forth until you start to feel a pleasurable sensation. A sensation not previously discovered, but deeply rooted in your primal makeup. The caressing soon turns to violent stroking. You've never done this before, but somehow it feels strangely natural, and you begin to wonder why you hadn't thought of doing this before. After all, it's the only way you know how to express yourself at this point. You start to indulge in this strange foreign ritual as you relish in how delightful the feeling truly is. All those months of pent-up desire are finally coming into fruition. You begin to stroke harder as the moment heats up and the passion slowly increases. You keep going faster and faster to the point where your hand begins to cramp. But the horny gods have blessed you with uncanny superhuman strength as you brace through the pain and fatigue. You think to yourself how it will all be worth it in the end. You keep going harder, and harder, and harder, until you stop for a second to catch your breath. And then you keep going harder. And then, all of a sudden, boom. You made it. You finally achieved the goal you had been working towards for so long. But what's this white stuff, you wonder? You're not quite sure what to think of it, or how you're gonna clean it all up. But all you know is, damn, that felt good. Good enough to do again, and again, and again. That, my loyal viewers, was my first nut. And let me tell you something, I've never had a better one since. Stay horny.